Hey there, I'm Steven with Team Covenant, joined by Robert. We're here with Paul from Fantasy Flight Games, and he's going to run us through a demo of Warhammer Conquest. This is the new LCG that everyone that I know is very excited about. Robert and I are very excited about it. You're an old 40K fan. Yeah. Pretty much the only Covenant member who has that in their history.
Yeah, totally.
So I know this is a big deal for you, Robert.
It's very exciting.
We're going to get this demo, so join us and let's see how this thing works. So Paul, take it from the top. Let us know what we need to know.
Awesome. So there's plenty of information that's going to be too much to start with from the beginning, so we'll just try and give you some of the things that you need to know to get started, and then we'll just jump right into the game. So definitely we can see that we've got the Space Marines on one side, we've got the Savage Orcs on the other side over here. So each player's got their respective warlord. We've got Captain Cato Sicarius on this side, and we're going to have Nazdrag over on this side here. Those are going to be used in the battles for the planets. So the way that this works is it's going to be a battle between two people over the control of these 7 planets here. The victory condition that it is for this game is on each planet there's going to be these 3 icons. There's the red, green, and blue. They don't really mean anything other than their actual victory conditions. But once a player collects 3 of any of those given colors, they are automatically the winner of the game.
Oh, baby.
Second win condition is going to be the warlord. He has 2 states here. He's got his normal state. If he's defeated once, he flips over to his bloodied side, loses his ability, and is a bit weaker. If he's then defeated in his bloodied side, then the battle is lost for that player.
No battle.
So, the way that this would normally start, all these planets are going to be face down, and each player is going to draw up their starting resources and cards. So on the bottom of each card, you've got 7 and 7.
7 and 7.
So you're going to start with 7 reresources, which are these pretty blue tokens here, and then 7 cards from your deck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 7 resources.
Mm-hmm.
So battles.
And
done.
7 cards.
Oh man, you're going down. Let me tell you.
Man. I don't know, man.
So brief rundown here, we've got 4 types of cards. You may not have all of them in your hand, but you'll have some of them probably. About 3/4 of your cards in most cases are going to be these army cards. So these are going to be the gist of what you're using to battle over all these different planets with. Everything has a cost in the upper left-hand corner. All these army units. The black circle is going to be the amount of attack that they have, and the white circle is going to be the amount of health that they have also. So we'll flip over the first 5 planets of the 7. We'll just give initiative over here to the Space Marines because they're going to win anyways.
Oh, baby.
Those guys favoritism already.
Oh, okay, cool. So then what we're going to do, you have a chance to mulligan. Your hand looks pretty good. You're going to generally want about 4 or 5 army cards in there. That's enough to get going.
I like it.
So what we're going to do, since you have the initiative, we're going to start with a Diploid Phase. So you get to send 1 army unit or support unit if you want to at a time and deploy it to any planet of your choice for the cost that is indicated on the top left. So feel free to insert your hand for a pretty beefy looking card you want to throw down somewhere.
Okay, so I want to throw down a non-beefy card because I want to poke around a little bit.
I might suggest the 10th Company Scout or the Tactical Squad. This guy's got a reaction that you might want to use once he's already deployed, and this guy can be used at a later time with his ambush ability.
Oh my gosh. Robert, I don't have that card.
Oh, what?
I promise you. Let's do this right here.
Uh-oh. 10th Company Scout to Aatrox Prime for 1 resource.
Just scouting it out.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Naturally.
No problems.
Naturally.
Just
No worries.
scouting a little
And then
bit.
it would be your turn to then deploy a unit also.
I'm not afraid. I'm going to spend 1. And I'm going to deploy this
I will put a
Shuta mob to this planet right here that I can't read upside down.
Karnath.
Karnath, okay.
May or may not be the appropriate
Limit 1 relic per
way
player.
to say that. But I'm going to go back to you, and you're going to keep alternating until the other player passes or you run out of resources. Once you pass, you cannot go back, so you can't pass and then wait for your opponent to do something and then try and jump back in and sneak up on him.
I'm going to pay 2
strong effect.
to
Oh, really? Well,
put him there.
Okay.
fine.
tactical squad on your Varn.
I don't know, this token looks interesting, so I probably should go
What's
after
that
it, right?
important? Yeah. I'm going to spend 1, and I'm going to deploy my Goth boys.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Oh, really?
He gets +3 attack while he's at the first planet.
Well,
He is.
well, Robert, I'm going to pay 3 for the Sicarius Chosen.
Oh!
And I'm going to trigger his reaction after units play move a target army unit at an adjacent planet to this planet and deal it 1 damage.
Fortunately, he's a tough little cookie, so he's still in the game. He's still in the game. All right, but don't you worry. We've got more coming.
Your orcs, I imagine there's some good stuff there.
I mean, go big or go home, right? I'm gonna spend 5. Hope you like some Goth Knob.
Oh no, that looks big.
It's a big old kitty.
That's scary. That's scary. Well, I'm just going to spend my last resource. And I'm going to attach this relic to a unique unit. Now, can I attach it to my warlord?
Yes. In this situation, the unique units are the ones that have the kind of skull on there. In the demo decks, it's only the 2 warlords. From the core set, I've seen just a few handfuls of those unique units. So most of the time, it'll probably be your warlords.
Tell me about that relic.
It gives him +1 attack, so he has 3 attack, and he's Armor Bane, so you can't use shield cards when he's attacking.
Oh, that's fine.
So the shield cards, if you are familiar or not with them, are on the attachments and the event cards. They have 2 shields on the drop pod here, but it's basically you can, instead of paying the 2 and using the drop pod, you can exhaust the card, throw it to your discard, and block that many incoming damage.
Well done. All right, well, I'm going to pass. That's all. I just played, so I guess you have a chance.
I think we're both out of money, so I think that's default passing right there.
You're passing, then I will pass, and let's move on.
We're going to move now into the command phase where both of you use your fancy new dials here to determine which planet you'd like to go to in secret.
Oh,
I'm not going to tell you.
Any battle is going to take place at the first planet and any other planet that has a warlord on it. So if you favor your winnings in a certain planet, you might want to go there and try and collect some winnings.
Curious.
Okay,
Curious.
let's think about this. Quit looking. You're looking really intently over there. What are you doing?
I'm seeing what these battles do. They might be important. Who knows?
So the 2 things you want to be concerned about, other than the victory condition with each planet, is going to be the command struggle and the amount of resources you're going to win on each planet. So that's determined by the army units that you have there, also by the warlord you have. So any warlord at a planet is automatically going to win that command struggle and get you those resources.
Oh, baby. So if I send a warlord to a planet and he doesn't have a warlord, doesn't matter how many units he has.
No matter how many command icons he's got there,
I get a card and a resource.
You get a
But this one, I get a card and a resource, 2 resources, 2 cards, and then 1 resource.
yes, that is correct.
Well, hot dang.
And if you both go to the same place, then, or if there is neither warlord is at a planet, then it's going to be based upon the command icons that are on each card.
Okay, so these little command icons here.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna, I know exactly where
I got
I'm
my
going.
planet ready to go.
All right, flip them over.
Target selected.
Where are we going?
5.
Homesish. Thought you might.
So Nazrek's going to go to planet 2. Kato's going to go to planet 5.
It's on.
It's on.
So let's
indeed.
do command struggles.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
So starting from the first planet, we're going to determine who's the winner of each planet for the resources. So over here we got 1 hammer versus 0. So
well.
1
Lucky.
resource to go over
I
here.
suppose I'll take a resource.
But don't mind me. I'll be taking 2 cards from this second planet.
Yeah, because you have a warlord there,
That's
and I
right.
don't have one.
Trumps ya.
All right, no one's at this planet,
Yep.
so nothing happening
happens.
there.
Over here, you got a freebie.
Little 10th Company Scout resource and a card.
Yep.
Oh, Robert. And then Captain Cato, he's going to win that one because you don't have a warlord there.
Yeah.
I'll take another resource and a card.
That's unfortunate.
Now, Paul, tell me this.
Yes.
This seems to be a game where you really have to go out and work for your resources.
Yes, you definitely pay for your resources in your army use. You're either going to win the battles or you're going to win the resources and win the battles later.
That's the feeling that I'm getting, and I really like that there's the kind of that flow is like, I've got to go get the things that I want.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, we've done the command struggle.
Yay.
All right. So now that you've done the command struggle, we're going to go right into combat.
Sweet.
So that also begins at the first planet and starts with the person with the initiative, or also the same rule kind of applies. Whoever has the warlord there automatically gets initiative of that battle.
Okay.
Oh, really?
So right over on this side, right at the first planet here, we got Tactical Squad against Gafnob.
This isn't going to go well.
This is not going to go well.
Not at all. Oh, Gafnob's pretty hardy.
So I can't retreat.
You can't retreat first. Yep, we have to go through combat, and he's probably not going to survive the first combat. There are certain cards that may help you out in this situation. You might have a drop pod.
I hope you got something with shields 4.
Or you might have another card that you might want to use.
I'm going to. I turn to attack here. What are we calling in this game? Are we tapping?
So
exhausting?
we're exhausting.
We're exhausting.
So he's got 2 different things here. So he can normally attack with 1, but he also has his area of effect of 1.
Okay.
So since there's really no other enemies, you might as well just do the normal attack for 1.
All right, attack for 1, Gafnob.
Ouch!
That only makes you angry.
Stings.
So do you wish to use a shield for this card? Or,
I don't.
Please.
I do not.
Please use
All right. So then the 1 damage has been dealt.
And I'm going to retaliate. Old Gafnob is riled, coming for your your tactical squad.
I have crazy plans.
They're
Robert.
Ultramarines.
I have crazy plans.
I don't think they're going to be good enough, even if they're crazy.
We're just gonna do this just to see what happens.
We're just going to see.
I'm gonna pay 1 for Indomitable. After Space Marine unit is damaged, prevent it all.
Well, okay. That's fun.
2 there.
Prevented.
And then I have an action.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna pay 1 for an eager recruit.
Oh boy.
He has ambush.
Nice.
You can deploy him during the combat phase.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna attack for 2. What do you think about that, Orcs?
I'm going to shield that one.
Ah. No, my
battle cry,
plan
though.
is my
That's
plan
right.
has failed.
Now we have an opportunity to.
All right.
So wait, how did that shield work again? Can you explain
It's
that
got-
to me?
So yeah, so you have the shield icons on the event cards and the attachment cards. So in your hand, you may choose to negate damage from combat by discarding the card and blocking the amount of damage based on the amount of skull icons we have on the upper left there. So throwing that down and discarding that card would block and mitigate both the damage coming in from the eager recruit.
So can I ever use more than 1 shield card, or is it a 1 per attack?
It's a 1 per attack per unit basis.
Okay,
Nice.
sounds good.
Ha-ha!
All right, so well shielded.
Victory is mine.
All right, so now we just move on, right?
No,
We
we
don't-
got to keep slugging it out, man.
If there's no more secrets that are to be had,
No more secrets.
then all the units would be unexhausted and flip back up. And then from here, regardless of having the warlord, either player may retreat any number of units that they so wish. So if the battle's not going so good,
Scared much?
you would retreat and you would send your guys down into this headquarter phase, which is kind of like this area between your hand and the playing field, where your units will sit and then come back out later.
All right, the eager recruit got a little too eager there. So we're gonna.
He's a little too
He's
eager,
gonna
if you
hold
ask
off.
me. A little too
All right,
eager.
so I've retreated. So Robert, I guess have you now default won that planet?
Victory is
Yes. The specifics of the rule is the battle is won when one player goes to attack and he has nothing to attack.
Okay.
It matters just because some units everyone will be ready. So even if he killed him on his last turn, he'll come back up and then he'll win. So
Okay.
positioning somewhat matters about what's exhausted and what isn't.
I see.
So this battle would be 1 for the Gafnub for the orcs over here. Then you have the option to trigger the battle ability of this planet since you have won. The battle ability reads, each player puts a unit into play from his hand at his HQ. Things to keep in mind.
Hey, man, please.
If your hand is full of small things, probably not. He's got
I've got weenies for days.
This seems like a gambit here, right?
It is
It's
a
like
gambit.
especially if
Yes.
I'm like maybe falling behind a little bit, I might pull my warlord out here and be like, I can get this 8 strength dude, and hope that you don't
exactly
have
right.
that you don't have an answer.
your strategy is going to change based on those planets. Because say this planet might not be over until over there, but say you got a dreadnought in your hand and you want to win the game,
Yeah,
maybe you go to
man.
that planet and send that dreadnought. out
That's
there.
really strong. Okay, so you win the planet. Does that mean you claim it in some way,
Yes,
some fashion or
it
another?
goes into your victory display. Do you decide to?
I will
the
not
battle?
trigger that.
You will not trigger. So your victory display, it goes. You have 1 of each icon, which is very powerful. So it makes it a little bit easier to win from here on out. Your Gothnom goes back to your headquarters and will come back out later.
And damage stays on.
Damage
I like
stays.
it. I like it.
Permanent.
All right,
All right.
so moving on to Barlas.
So Barlas. Battle's gonna happen on Barlas. So you have the initiative token, but he's got his warlord there.
Bummer.
So you're not going first.
Bummer.
But the downside of that is it's not the first planet, so his goth boys don't do anything.
They're not doing a thing, Robert.
Actually, they do, because my Warlord grants every other unit at this planet Brutal. He sustained 1 damage, so he can at least ping you for 1.
That's exactly what you need.
So, I'm going to go ahead and open up. No, I'm going to swing first with this guy and ping him there.
Well, let me see what I've got.
Nothing.
Oh, I think that's just going to have to be fine.
Yay!
I'll take 1.
That's my first blood.
Now, do I want to clear this guy off the table, or do I want to start to work on your Warlord?
Well, the thing you got to keep in mind here is that you're probably not going to win in the long term. So you might be interested in trying to take out a unit here.
That's right. You're not going to win in the long term.
You're not going to win Barlas this time around. But it might be a feature where if you're thinking you might not win the planetary battle, that you might want to just go right for the throat there.
Maybe I could go for the Warlord, get you a little weaker, and then whenever you pop into a planet in the future, I'm going to do that.
Okay, fine.
Because I feel like that ability is really strong.
So what you would do in that case is you would exhaust your unit and declare your attack. That way they have the chance
Oh, yeah,
to,
you got a shield. Sorry, yeah.
If he wants to shield, he can.
Whoa.
I only assume.
You got a good 7 health to play with, though.
He's rugged. No shields.
Yeah, he's rugged. I like to put the damage on myself just to really bring it home.
Yeah, just
Aha! I've done this thing.
These damage tokens look great.
Yeah, they do.
By the way.
Fantastic.
They look excellent.
Very in theme.
Okay,
inside.
well, are you going to pass? Not going to do anything?
No, I wish. I wish.
You can retreat if you wanted to.
In the spirit of friendship, though, I have to reciprocate. So here you go. 2 damage.
So I take 2. That exceeds his health or equals his health of 3, so he's discarded.
See you, Mr. Chosen.
I guess he wasn't that chosen.
Dr. Chosen.
Another battle ability here.
Ho!
So discard 1 card at random from your opponent's hand. You may choose to activate this ability if you wish.
I will choose.
Man.
I choose to choose.
He's barely alive.
So there goes his
Deathling
5-cost
Guard.
Deathling Guard
There's
here.
a stud.
Five
That's what
man.
you wanted to drop.
So since it was not the first planet, the battle is won here, but is not claimed by anybody. So your Warlord would go back to your headquarters.
Falling back.
And do they stay in the state that they go there, or do they just go back
They
unexhausted?
stay in the state during the headquarters at the very end. Then everyone gets ready back
Okay.
up again.
In
So
case that
over here, I know
matters.
this is 4 Aatrox Prime. No battles are going to be happening here, but we do have a battle on Karnak.
Why, hello, Robert.
Be gentle. He's just a shooter mob.
All right, so I have 3 damage, and you can't use shields.
3 damage, can't use shields, and he goes first. You have an answer for that.
I'm going to attack shoot a mob.
But I don't have it with me, sadly. I can't do anything about that. He's just going to bite the big one.
All right.
You want to do some damage on him?
I would like to do 3 damage to him, yes.
Go ahead. Go ahead and enjoy. Enjoy it. Have your cake and eat it too.
All right, and is that enemy unit destroyed, Robert?
It looks like.
I have an action.
Oh no.
After an enemy unit at this planet is destroyed, gain a resource.
Ooh, Kato's special ability. He's a resource king.
I like that.
See ya.
And now I get to trigger the battle ability, because I just won a battle there. And this one says I can trigger the battle ability of another planet in play.
You get to choose, so you can sit here and deal 1 damage to the guys in his HQ, get his mana strike. You can lower here, you could take a resource from him, but I don't believe he's got any resources.
What's your hand look like there?
I got 5.
Oh, you've got a big hand. Where'd you get that hand from?
I was born with it.
I'm gonna trigger this. I'm gonna give you back a little discard.
Oh.
If I know
Hold on,
anything-
let me shuffle these up. You might know my tech.
If I know anything about the Intrigue Challenge and Thrones,
Card denial.
it's good.
All right.
Only the best card.
That's just fine.
The Rugged Killer Cans.
Cans.
Kill a can.
Let's get all those armies out of there.
Check out this guy. He's a killer can. What's not to love? There's no soup in there though. Just orcs.
Just orcs.
Just orcs.
Okay, so Kato has resolved that. He will come back
Yes, he will go back.
after that planet, and it's not the first planet, so I don't get to claim it.
Correct. So you just win the battle and collect the spoils.
All right.
From here, now we're going to flip over. Now that combat is resolved, we're going to move into our headquarters phase. So we'll move the first planet to the new first planet. We're
Hello.
going to reveal the next face down planet if it exists, and we do for the first two phases here.
Oh, that's a good one.
So Farron over there. We're also going to draw 2 cards and gain 4 resources for each.
Don't mind if I do.
So it's a little upkeep.
Okay.
Holy
Check this guy out.
smokes.
That is pretty much the iconic vision that I have whenever I think about 40K, honestly.
Can I see that?
And then I gain 4 resources.
I want to know what the iconic vision of 40K is.
Hey, how does it feel to only have 4 resources? Is it okay over there?
How are you feeling with what do you got?
I'm
5?
at 6. I'm at 6. Ooh,
Yeah.
got a few more cards, but
after everybody's got their new resources here, we're going to up all of the exhausted cards here.
Yeah.
On the battlefield, and then initiative is going to go over to the orcs.
Oh no. But it's the Space
Victory
Marine
is
token
mine.
still.
Now, does
so-
this guy ready in HQ as well?
He readies, and he readies just right here, so he's going to stay on that planet.
Perfect. I have the initiative.
So you have the
Alright.
initiative.
Let's head on back to the deployment phase.
All
Play
right.
some units, win some battles.
All right, man. Tough choices here, but I feel like I only have one to make. I'm gonna spend one, and I'm going to send this little duder right here.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey. All right, Robert, you forced me into this. I want to do it, but I'm not going to do it. Man, it's that guy again?
It's that guy.
Man, initiative's so important here.
Very important.
Yep.
I'm going to play a Raven Guard Speeder.
Oh, he's
Now,
flying.
He has a thing called flying, and he says he takes half damage from non-flying units. Not a lot of flying orcs over there, so
Yeah, but I got a guy who's not flying. He's just really brawny.
he is really beefy.
He'll jump high enough that he can swing at him.
All right, back to you. You got
Alrighty.
anything else?
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna spend these last three on. I'm a really big fan of some flash gits.
Flash kits.
I'm gonna deploy those guys there. He's got this nice little ability, combat action, deal this unit 1 damage to ready it.
That seems really good.
It seems really good.
Seems really good. All right, well, I'm going to pass.
Well, okay.
Once we've got 2 passers, then we're going to spin your dials and select some planets.
Woo! Where are you going?
Have at thee, Roberts.
Where are you going?
Well, I may just cede the first planet to you. That's the thing. So, like, I'm thinking, well, this isn't
Well, you
looking...
say things like that.
This isn't looking that great. So I don't know if I want to get mired down over there. I could just maybe get some resources, route a unit.
I have a quick question. So when we're doing half damage to things, do you round up or down?
You round down.
Round down. That's a problem.
That's great news.
That's a problem. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my choice. Ready?
Let's do it, man. You know we're going to one.
We're going to have an epic battle on Barlas.
So do these units come in at any...
They're going to be, so your warlords are going to come in ready, but any other units from your HQ will join you on that planet and come in exhausted.
Okay. So it just it takes them a while to get there. They got to get off the ship
Yeah,
and
they
everything.
gotta go to the bathroom.
Hey, what's everybody doing?
Okay. So you have initiative, which is a bummer.
I do.
Oh, we got to do command and all
Command
that.
struggles.
Command.
We
Yeah.
want resources. We want
Yeah, we got to get back
give
to that.
everybody some things to do. All right. So on Barlas, so you both have your warlords here. So those are going to cancel out. Then we go back to the command icons. I see 1, 2 over here. I see 2 over here. Exhausted units don't count, so nobody wins.
Nobody wins.
You mean the guy with the initiative doesn't get like a bonus there?
No,
No,
we get
Robert.
to bonus everywhere else in the game.
That's right.
Hey, this scout though is really locking it down. So nobody at Osis, Aatrox Prime will get a resource and a card.
He's getting soft over there, though. Gonna swoop in and just ping him for a damage.
This is good news.
Good card.
Good card. And nothing else.
Did you get your resource for that planet?
I did.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I put it on Kato.
Nice.
I like to think of him carrying them around.
Excellent.
So now we're going to start doing some battles.
Ready to fight.
All right, so you get the first swing, huh?
Yes, I do, Kent. I will start by doing a 4 damage swing to Mr. Sicarius.
Oh boy.
Oh, baby. Okay. 4 damage to Sicarius. Okay.
No biggie, no big whoop.
He's taking 4.
Scary, right? Are you scared? Any?
Not scared at all.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not scared at all.
He's Sicarius. He's not afraid.
All right, so it's over to me, huh?
No.
I am going to... You've got a 2 damage dude over
I
there.
got a lot of pingers.
This is where the game starts to slow down and starts to get really, really tactile.
I think I want to do... man, I want 1 more damage is what I want. I'm going to do 3 damage.
Uh-oh.
Blocked and are flying control sector.
There's a lot of great options here.
Yep.
I'm going to do 3 damage to this guy.
Over 3 rounds.
Okay.
7 rounds.
It's a good idea, so he can't
Can't use his action.
ability.
That's my plan.
Planets that are
Fine.
sent.
Back over to you, Kent.
assigning units to fight at those planets. And every round, somebody is going to take control of a planet.
I'll do. What is that?
First is
2 plus 3 is 5. 5 damage to Sicarius.
draw 7
Indomitable.
cards.
Of course.
Prevent it all.
Of course you have that.
Space Marines are pretty tricky.
It's the worst.
I'm gonna do 3 to the shoot 'em mob with no possibility for shielding.
You want to damage him up before he goes?
I know, and I will gain a resource for Sicarius' ability.
Alrighty. And then I will do 2 damage to Sicarius.
It's a tough one.
It's a very tough
That's
one.
a tough one. I don't want that to happen.
No, you don't.
So what happens if he goes to bloodied? What does that mean?
Once he goes to bloodied, he's going to be automatically removed from combat and sent to the headquarters and flipped over to the bloodied side. So he's a bit weaker and he'll lose his special ability.
You also have a warlord.
Oh man, I don't like that
I
at
bet
all.
you got shields though.
I don't like it
I'm
at all.
counting on it.
I'm actually going to take the 6.
Whoa!
And take the 3. I just want to see what happens here. So he goes bloodied. I'm trying to get a line. And I keep my 4 resources for
Yep,
3.
he's going to be sent to the HQ.
HQ. Okay. Then I have an action. I'm going to play a drop pod assault.
Oh noes!
Target a planet where a battle is taking place.
That's this one.
Search the top 6 cards in my deck for a unit with 3 or lower. Put it into play.
Standard fare LCG, a lot of the mechanics are the same, just in the basics.
You got a chosen in there? I bet you do.
I may have a chosen.
As you can see on your warlord
That's a
card,
good little character.
you've got
There's
a
a
black
chosen.
number and a white number.
I actually, that'll be fine. And then I'll shuffle my deck.
Very nice.
And then I still get a chance to swing, right? Still get a chance to attack.
Yes, he gets the chance to
So,
They ever take damage, which are these tokens.
that Goth Knob is just going to start wrecking.
Yeah, he's pretty ballsy.
You want to keep this guy in his non-blending side.
But you got a nice little force there, man.
I gotta get him out of there.
Oh.
I'm gonna do 2. I'm hoping you don't have more than 1 shield.
This guy, every time a unit is
All right, drop pod assault was successful. Okay, so we're done with that round.
Do you want to retreat?
No.
this guy gives all other guys
Bring them all back up.
attacks.
Any retreats are valid at this time.
I'm not retreating.
I'm not retreating.
I'm invested too much to this.
I care every moment.
All right, let's start swinging at things, shall we?
No.
I'm going to start by swinging for 5 at
This takes place
5.
in the second.
Mr. Chosen.
He's gone.
And you are vying for control.
He's been chosen.
I will do.
Available on them, which are indicated by the red, green, and blue icons on the top.
This guy might just get eaten by that knob, so I better get his
true.
damage out of there. 3, 2. You know, I could get old Nazgreg out of there too. 3 to the Goth. We're gonna try to inflict as much damage as possible, if nothing else. Over to you, Robert.
I'm going to do 10 to your recruit.
He's dead.
That's just enough. That's just enough.
Yeah, just barely got him. I'm gonna do AoE 1 to everything.
What?
Welcome to the
Unfair.
party. I think
Run out of damage tokens. You keep that up.
he's dead.
Oh
isn't
yeah, he is. He's totes dead.
he? Now, can you shield AoE damage as well? If there was
I want
like
to say yes. I
3
don't know
things
all the rules, but I do want to say that you can use 1 card to shield 1
for every instance of damage there. That feels good.
I'll do 2 to your squad, your tactical squad. Boom.
All right, no worries.
That's fine.
Okay, I got no tricks.
You ready to refresh?
Nothing fancy.
Do you want to retreat now? That's an option for you.
I think let's just see how this one goes. I'm not quite sure how it actually is going to end up here.
All right. I'm going to swing for 1 million at your ship there.
Done. And I'm gonna do AoE 1.
You got me.
It's enough to kill the Goth Knob. Get him out of
And
there.
it looks like I'm gonna have to lose my tactical squad to deal with that.
And then old Nazdrag coming in for the kill here.
All
What an
right.
exciting battle. Jeez.
That was a great battle. That was a great battle.
I enjoyed that thoroughly. That was great.
Would you like to discard one of his cards?
I really would.
I would. Final players pass.
My dreadnought.
Sorry, Mr. Captain Dread.
All right, so you
Man, that would have been game over
trigger
for
the
me.
battle ability, and then
Yes.
you get to capture the planet, huh?
First planet is claimed. That is the second green.
Oh no, that means Osis is your game.
Watch out, man.
But if you don't get this, then we're looking at a long road ahead of
Yeah.
us. This is going to be a very significant planet next turn.
Yeah.
I hope this one has a green dial on it.
All right, man. Well, I guess we'll refresh everything, and I think we've seen what we need to see.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, thank you so much, man. Really
Absolutely.
appreciate it. We'll let
thanks
everyone
for your
else
time,
get
man.
in here and get a chance at this. So this is Warhammer Conquest.
Amazing.
Robert and I are really into this game, especially after this demo. We've been looking at the spoilers that have been coming through, and it looks really cool. Plays very differently from any LCGs that I've been part of, and just the balancing, the mechanics here feel really good, man.
Yeah.
Feel really good.
There's a lot of different ways to approach this game and be successful at it, so it's really exciting to do that.
So that's our demo of Warhammer Conquest. We'll have more from this game and more from Fantasy Flight. Stay tuned. See you guys.